or accepts it into evidence. Statute added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. So let's check the statue. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. So weapons... Okay. Anyways. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. That's what she said. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Oh, he scared me for a bit. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She was just taking my... She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what do you describe as generally what we mean by dumped? In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. Oh, God. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies! I don't believe a word of it. Cheating. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Okay. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dudes, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar, oh God. Ah, yes, older man who gave her money and gifts. Ah, stop. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Well, one thing's for sure, this is not PG. Anyway, dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? I'll stop him from answering. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. The question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. You're not gonna die, dude. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Heh. Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do now? Wait, let me just check the court record for a sec. So, let's check the passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Okay. What do I do? Stop him from answering. I'll send him a signal. Like a dog. Well, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Guilty of sure. Order on the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. It's the guy who murdered. He even has that thing on his face again. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Or maybe just candy. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness's testimony. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quilled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in our apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Wait a second. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is it your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Touch the court record button and point out contradictions in the testimony. Cross-examination. Witness's account. Okay guys, I'm back. I had to get another drink of water because apparently my throat was becoming dry all of a sudden. I don't know why. Witness's account of the surface. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door wide, half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quilled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in our apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Wait a minute. That sounds fishy. Okay, let's see here. Wait a minute. Time of death 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Wait a minute. See, so it says that I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. So this is probably it. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to her, no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Okay, he's sweating. Oh, that, or... Why do you object? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. No, you didn't. After this testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?